You smell what I smell? That's some pure bullshit.
I don't feel so good.
Dead, Jim. He's dead.
He's dead, Doctor.
He's dead, Jim. He's dead. He's dead, Captain.
Hell no, to the no, no, no.
I thought you were dead.
My death was greatly exaggerated. So, you're the punk I've heard about.
What's up, motivators? Welcome back. It's Kevin. This is Pure Bullfit. Real quick, I want to say thank you to everybody who's reached out and checked on me. I am still alive. I'm just sick as hell. We originally thought I had bronchitis. Turns out it was the flu, and I've been recovering ever since. We'll talk about that more in a second. First and foremost, I want to thank Moody Vision for this incredible Witcher cosplay that he put together for me. He put most of it together by far. We're still waiting on a couple of odds and ends to arrive in the mail so that I can do this Witcher cosplay in the gym video for you guys. I am super excited about it. Go check out Moody Vision. He is an incredible cosplayer. He is worth your time. He is worth your money. Thank you, dude, for everything that you did. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is picking the right program for your goals, even if it's not mine. Specificity is king. Now, if you follow me guys on Instagram, you know that recently I started Monster Maker by Jeff Cavaliere and CT Fletcher. Now, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I bought that program because I love those guys. CT Fletcher is a great motivational speaker, and I have had a lot of progress that I can directly attribute to the knowledge that Jeff Cavaliere gives away for free. I was very excited to see those guys work together on something, so I bought it. You like somebody, you support them how you can. It is a circuit training style routine that has hypertrophy exercises for whatever specific body part you pick, whatever body part you want to turn into a monster. But that's not what you see here, because that program, while effective for what it does, wasn't exactly in line with my goals. I want to post bulking real dirty, not the way you're supposed to reach two specific strength goals. I want to hold on to as much strength as possible while dropping some fat. Now, there's one thing that Monster Maker is really good at, and that's dropping fat. It was too damn good. I lost about 6 pounds in the first 2.5 weeks. And with that comes a lot of loss of strength. It is great for hypertrophy. It is circuit style training, as I said. It will give you great metabolic conditioning, but it was too aggressive, too effective for the specific goal that I had in mind. I don't want to lose more than about 0.5 to 1% of my total body mass a week so that I can hold on to as much strength as possible. And given that I'm only looking to lose about 20 pounds in a 13-week span, having 6 of those pounds disappear in 2 weeks was just too aggressive. So while it is an excellent program for what it's supposed to do, I had to look for something a little bit different. And that's where I settled on strength and fat loss from Kaizen Training. Now, these are the guys, Mike, Silent Mike, Bart Kwan, Omar Isuf. They put Kaizen Training together. They put all of these programs together, and they have a broad variety. I am giving this one a shot because it lines up specifically with my goals. It's a lot of heavy lifting at the outset, as you see in these videos here. Big compound movements designed to recruit as many muscle fibers as possible, because if you want to stay strong in a deficit, you got to train strong. You have to train the same way that got you strong to begin with. It is true, those of you who've been following me for a while, you did see me make strength gains while I was doing AX-1, which is not a strength program from AthleanX, but I want you guys to remember I was in a significant caloric surplus when that was happening. It wasn't ideally suited towards the specific strength goals that I had, so I moved away from it towards the end of the year, did my own PowerBuilding program, finally hit that 405 bench, and finally hit that 500-pound squat. The exercises that you see here are just a selection. I don't want to show the whole program. I don't know if it's appropriate to do that, but I do want to give you guys a general idea of how this program, which is more in line with my current goals, fits that. We start off with those big heavy movements. We recruit as many muscle fibers as possible. We train for strength, and then the rest of the sets, the accessory work, is all done in the hypertrophic range of 8 to 12, some sets for 15. All of those can be effective using varying percentages. All of those can be effective for hypertrophy. Now, there's a lot of overlap between hypertrophy and strength, but in my opinion, if you know what the hell you're talking about, you know that one rep range isn't magic, and it isn't going to best ideally suit all of those goals. You have to have a mix in there for it to be truly effective. It's one of the reasons that I like this program, but the biggest reason that I like this program is that it has diet breaks. Now, don't get all upset because I used the word diet. I will be in a caloric deficit for 3 weeks, and then I'll be at maintenance for 2 weeks. And that allows me to recover, have a bit of a break. I don't believe in aggressively restrictive diets for long periods of time. I think it feeds into some really nasty stuff in our brains. I think it leads to binging. And this protocol totally avoids that. I can train hard for about 3 weeks in a reasonable deficit, and then I can take a break from that for 2 weeks. I can recover. The weight loss slows down a little bit, make sure I keep as much lean mass as possible, and then I'm right back to it. And that first week of training after a break is incredible. You just throw the weights around. Now, I only got through the first few weeks of this before I got intensely ill, so I'm waiting to see how effective it's going to work in the long term. I'll give you guys a full review when I'm done, but that's the idea behind it. I'm on board with what it's supposed to do, what it's purported to do. We saw this program work for Omar, we're going to see if it works for me. Now, I know that there's some weird folk out there with some weird ideas that I don't get to talk about fat loss, achieving a healthy weight, muscle definition, because I have the audacity to film with my shirt on. You can't see my nipples, so you can't trust my knowledge. Well, I tell you what, y'all are weird, but I'm going to do this for you. At the end of this, we'll do before and after pictures, and I will show you exactly what we were able to achieve with a sensible approach to nutrition that doesn't really put you in a bad place emotionally or physically, and training that is best suited towards your actual goal. Because that's the important thing. That's the thing that we're trying to get across here. Program selection, while not magic, is crucial to your success. If you want to get strong, you have to lift heavy things. If you want to get more muscle endurance, you have to put your body through intense bouts of exercise that put demands on it towards that end. You want to increase your cardiovascular endurance, you need to challenge that system by running far, swimming long distances. That's how the body works. We adapt to the stresses that we put on the body. So don't think that one program is going to suit all needs. If you do, that's shallow thinking, and your lack of success is on you. Now, I'm always going to put out free programs, a broad selection of them for a variety of goals, but even my programs might not be best suited to you. They are free. They remain free because I firmly believe that your financial situation should not dictate whether or not you can get closer to your goal. So if you want to check out the links below, we are setting up a site. You don't need Facebook anymore. We have found a way to get the programs to you where you are without making you sign up for a service that you feel like is stealing your data or whatever it is your objection to Facebook is. We only started offering the programs there because it was a free way that anybody in the world could have access to the free programs that I am trying to put out. We are going to continue to have those like the 10-week peak for people who are into powerlifting. Those are for beginners and intermediates who want to get better at powerlifting, maybe preparing for their first meet. We've got size and strength for people who want to focus on muscle size definition, fullness, hypertrophy. We've got Recomp 2.0 coming out. I am late on getting that back out, but that is a beginner routine that it uses primarily bodyweight exercises, dumbbell exercises, and very rudimentary compound exercises with a barbell to give people a basis, a foundation of strength so that they can get better and they can choose more challenging goals moving forward. This is what it's all about. It is providing folks with the opportunity to get closer to their goal even when finances would normally be an obstacle. But just because I offer free programs doesn't make it the best program for you. Why am I not using my own program, you might ask? Well, not because I can't afford my own programs or design my own programs, but because I know something very true about myself. I work harder for other people than I will ever work for myself. When I make my own programming like pure PowerBuilding, yes, absolutely, it's effective. Yes, absolutely, it's helped lots of other people. But I don't put in the same amount of effort I do when I'm living up to somebody else's expectation. You gotta know these things about yourself if you're gonna succeed. So I go to and I look for programs from Athlete X or Alan Roberts, and I've had great success with programs from both of those guys. And now we're moving on to Kaizen training. So I look forward to sharing the results with you guys. I look forward to demonstrating with me how effective program specificity can be towards your specific goals. We already know what my bench, my deadlift, my squat were before I started, so we've got some good measurements there. The last thing that I want to share with you guys is if you look below, there is a link to the Sit Foo for 6, Suck It the Fuck Up for 6 Hours fundraiser for the Semper Fi Fund. On April 18th, we will be going down to St. Port Lucie, Florida, and we will be joining Alan Roberts in his effort to raise awareness, to raise resources for our veterans, for a very, very worthy organization. So I I 100% encourage you, ask you, check out that link below. If you can spare a few dollars, go ahead. If you can join us down there on April 18th, I ask you to do that as well. We might disagree about a lot of things here in YouTube fitness, but one thing we can all agree on is our veterans and our troops matter, and we need to be getting them the help that they deserve. All right, guys, that's it. That's the video for today. If you liked it, smash that like button. If you didn't, nobody cares. I will see you guys all in the next video, and until I do, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and go fit yourself.